everybody. Red Army. This is 1878 Casuals. We're doing this. We're brought to you by Terrace Call and Moo Me Ice Cream. It's your boy Face and the one that called English. This is our pre-Bournemouth chat. These videos are getting easier and just a lot more fun. But I think this one's going to be a little bit tricky because of the games on the horizon. I think I think we should do some little roster movement, some little changes, because we need to have guys all firing for whoever's next. And I'm not going to talk about that team, but we all know what's next, what's coming up. Some big games. On the injury front, I made a mistake earlier by saying that Diego Dalot was out due to injury, was illness, but he's apparently ready to go. So that's a good thing to know going into our rosters and everything and our predictions. Aaron Wan Bissaka, I think is playing very well. It's going to be interesting what we do at that left back position because, honestly, you could play Bissaka one more game, but then you want to get Diego Dalot going. You want to get him game speed and stuff like that. Lissandro Martinez is a full go, and so is McTominay. I'm just giving everybody caught up with the rosters and everything before we get into this. Who else could be a full go that's health and injury-wise? I think that's about it. I think we're good. Because Shaw's healthy, Malacia's healthy. I think we're going to go with the strongest. You know, the gaffer says it's always the strongest team. You know how he goes, English. He's all about that, you know. And coming into this game and after the last game, how do you feel about us going into this game? How do you feel?
Is Lindelof healthy too? Is he over the flu? Because I know him and Scotty were both sick, weren't they? I
didn't hear that name, which is funny.
Right, because he was.
But I feel like everybody's getting healthy if it's an illness thing, even Maguire. So I think we should have a strong squad.
Yeah,
I think we get. Go ahead.
I mean, listen. I as a fan, you know, purely and simply as a football fan, I'd like to see more goals, obviously, because that's what we get. Yeah. Apart from a good game of football, you want to see goals. So I'd like to see a few of our chances being converted more. But I'm ecstatic with how the club is changing. I mean, yeah, really, he's taking it by the you know what, and he's I'm the boss, and this is how it's going to be. I like to see that him and Rashi at the full whistle at the last match were, you know, arm around each other, laughing,
great moment,
which is great because, you know, I think Rashford, you know, I don't think he would have had any problem with getting benched. He realised he overslept. It's a mistake we've all made, and he took it on the chin. So,
and for the way he dealt with it, Rashi personally, He told us it wasn't the guy who did it. He was like, you know, I overslept. I know better.
That's what it's going to be, but that's the quality of that young man. I mean, you know,
that's the quality of that young man. Yeah, you said it perfectly.
Off the pitch, you know, he's a proper gentleman. He's becoming what I see as an older man these days. What a leader should be. What an idol should become for these guys to look up to. But I diverse. Look, my old man, he has season tickets to Bournemouth. You know, I mean, that's obviously where I grew up. Bournemouth were certainly not in the Premier League when I was there. And he has season tickets behind the home goal. And he said that their game against Palace was absolutely abysmal. So he said
I heard that only 8,000 fans showed up.
Well, he said, the way they played was diabolical. He said it was shameful. So if they perform half as bad against United, we'll be rolling for them. You know, they've done us once before. So, but again, you know, clubs always turn up when they play United. So, I think Dalot being healthy, I see your point. You know, maybe give him a run out, but Charlton's the next game. Yeah, I know they want to get boys ready for before Barcelona, but I think we got Charlton. It's isn't that Charlton?
Let me check here something here.
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, haven't we? Charlton?
Let me pull it up real quick. Speaking at the Rashian guys up front, how do you feel about Antony on the right, his play? I mean, it seems like he hasn't since he's gotten back from the World Cup. It's been a little bit, you know, he's not taking shots. That's what it is.
he's got to get comfortable on the right. I think. I mean, I think he's got to learn to use his right a little bit more, or not just keep coming off his left. So, we'll see.
Also,
I think
so here's the schedule. We have Everton January
Everton,
6th.
right?
Then we have Charlton the 10th.
Right.
And then we have City on the 14th.
All right. So I got Charlton Everton mixed up. So yes, like Charlton's my sister's birthday actually. But yeah,
wow.
I reckon
I know we're gonna want to win that FA Cup.
We'll see. We'll see.
But the thing about Bournemouth is they actually try to press, and they're not that athletic. And it's like, if we string together a couple passes, we're going to destroy them. And
since Eddie Howe, left and then he took Wilson. He took Wilson to Forest with it. To Newcastle with him.
Newcastle.
Their attacking threat is pretty much null and void. But I can't be gentle because it's where I was born. So. But I
feel it in you. I feel the respect in you, what you're doing, and it's like, I mean,
there's not many places left in England that I wouldn't want to live again. So but
it's actually a shitstorm for Bournemouth, because the way they want to play, they shouldn't play against us, because we've proven we can get past our way out of everybody's press.
Right.
And their press is, I don't see that being a big challenge. I mean, they have a good striker by the name of Moore. He's supposed to be a big unit. So I actually think it's going to be a good test for Lissandro to come back, because he's going to go against a bigger guy. Right. But we know how that's going to end.
I mean, they don't have much in their draw when it comes.
They're not doing well. They're 16th in the table. They're 16th in attack. I mean, it's like,
well, unless the money gets I mean, obviously now new owners, we'll see what happens for them. I mean, look, when I was growing up, the standing joke with the older lads to their girlfriends was, "You want to get married? Well, when Bournemouth make it to the Premier League, right?" I mean, and these guys, they were still single when I left. I mean, I think a lot of guys, when Eddie Howe took us to the Premier League, were like, "God damn it," because their old ladies like, "Come on, I want that ring." So, but it's I mean, look, good luck to them. I mean, it's a big day for the Bournemouth fans to go watch when United come down. So, it's we'll see. And as I said, Hayes, my old man, he'll be behind the home goal. But I think I'm confident in a tandem here when it comes to Delo coming back, because Wan Bissaka, he's earned his place in the last couple of games.
He's played 3 good games.
Yeah, and I'm a real believer that if you earn your spot, you should keep your spot. It provides healthy competition between the guys. It also rewards you for doing well. So I think it's a shame to get to see him on a bench after he's had 3 good games.
But
not enough good games. But if you are played to prove your point, you've got to prove that you're on there. And in my opinion, he has done. So I would go. So
this is your lineup coming up. You gonna tell me your lineup right now?
My lineup would be as it was for our game at the weekend. I would go with Bissaka at the back, with Martinez, with Shaw and Manasseh, and I go Fernandez and what's his boy? And right at the back with Antony up front, with starting with Tony and Rashi, obviously De Gea in goal, so I forget our goalkeeper. As we started, and then bring on Delo, maybe give him the second half. To make sure he's fit. It's all very well, saying the doctor says he's fit, but give him a run out. I don't worry too much about Charlton. I mean, Everton coming up is always a physical game.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we've got to be in mind of Barcelona, because it's not going to be a walkover at all. It's going to be a big test.
We don't have Barcelona for a while, though.
Isn't Barcelona like beginning of February?
It goes Everton, Charlton, and City, and then Arsenal.
I thought that Barcelona.
We don't play Barcelona till February.
Oh, February! I thought it was the end of January.
Oh no! We don't go back to Europe until February.
No, I thought it was the end of January.
My lineup is a little bit different from yours. I'm going Shaw, Martinez, Raphael, obviously David De Gea in the goal. I'm gonna go Varane. I debated a lot with the with the right back, and I'm going to bring in Diego Dalot just to get him going. I know it's a Premier League, but since Wan Bissaka is doing well, it would make a lot of sense to leave him in there since he's got a good a rhythm going, and it's the Premier League, and we need 3 points because we could. It'd be great. These 3 games will pick up all 9 points, which is phenomenal. But I'm going to go back to Diego Dalot, and I'm going to give him a run. I think that's the only thing I'm really nervous about. But when you have guys like, let me finish my lineup. Then I'm going to go with Casemiro, Eriksson, Bruno in the at the comfortable 8. I'm going to go Rashi on the right, Martial on the top, and then I'm going to bring in Garnacho on the right. And my reasoning is I just feel like Antony has been not at his best. I felt the last game Garnacho was doing what Marcus does. He comes from the inside. He attacks those inside channels. I feel Garnacho's more direct. And a team like Bournemouth, we just need to go at them. Don't dance with the ball and give them time. We just need to go be athletic, attack them, and get goals. So
I agree. I think if Garnacho had managed to finish, the couple of the chances that he made himself, would have been a couple of spectacular.
But his movement is so good. It's like he's in there, He
wants it. You can see it in his face. He's hungry. He's like, come on, let's have it, And that's what you want in an attacking. Either attack in a forward or winger or a midfielder. You want him, he's not scared to have a go. He'll take it on. And that's great. I just my only difference in the back is that Dalot, I think he should give him the second half just to keep Wan Bissaka.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense.
He's a part of it. He's earned his place, but we got to have depth. So let's bring the other guy in. I think once and for all, from the first minute he came on last game, we got to bin Maguire. I mean, seriously, enough's enough. I mean, how many chances you got to get? I mean, it's just as soon as he walked on the pitch, it was just a joke. I know there's a couple of lads on the channel that think I'm a hater, but I'm not a hater of him. I just don't respect the man.
No, we're not a hater of Maguire, but it seems like
he's good enough for Manchester United. It's that simple. I mean, best of luck to him anywhere else. I mean, but
just when he was even substituting in, his awareness was bad because we're trying to milk the clock. And you're telling Bruno, come on, hurry up. And Bruno's like,
Dude, it's too late to be a captain or try and be a captain,
Yeah, but
when you look around our box and all 3 other defenders will go drop his head when they see his number come up, then there's got to be a problem. When De Gea is standing there going, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean. Who kicks the ball back in the direction of the goalie? Like, you almost let that one go, bro. If you have to turn your back, if you're facing your goalie, don't kick the ball at all.
Yeah.
Just let the goalie do his thing. I know the hair was just like, what are you doing?
It's just,
it's bad.
It's not right. It's not a good fit. It's not a good fit.
Everything it's doing is embarrassing. But something I want to ask you about. On Maguire, Rio Ferdinand came out and said, if I was him, I got to find a new club. How do you feel about that?
I agree with him 100%. Yeah. I mean, I think it's look, again, for people that think we're haters, I thought,
we're not haters. We're lovers.
We're a bunch of fans that have a chat about the game that we just seen and the game that's coming up. I'm not trying to Monday morning quarterback. I can't do the job the manager does. I can't play the game like these lads do. But for Manchester United, he's not fit. He really hasn't been. He did all right at Leicester. Some players fit at certain clubs. That's just how it is. I think it's very difficult though when you are wearing any shirts badge, but especially Manchester United. To hold your hands up and say I'm not good enough, or it's not right. Just for pride, for self-respect, as any human being, let alone the money that he makes. But I think that. It's got to be a point when he realizes that he's not the captain. First of all, the way he wants the captain's band when he comes on is a joke to me. The way that he disrespected it last time.
It looks slapstick.
Yeah,
it looked real slapstick at his behavior because I'm just going to say it again. It just feels like he has no game awareness. We are trying to take our time. Bruno's going to walk off and let the clock tick. and you're like, hurry up, come on. And Bruno's just like, dude.
It's like he's got to get the last 5 minutes of
and you're not going to prove anything to us in this last 5 minutes. You're not going to prove anything new to us.
He didn't have a bad tournament for England, but but for me, it still didn't make me want him to be playing for Man United anymore. I mean, it doesn't matter how well he did. He could have won the cup for us, with a last minute ditch diving header. I mean, it still wouldn't have made me want him to play for Man United. So I think it's time. I think our manager needs to. He's given him enough chances. He's brought him on as a sub. I think he's recognised that he's not quite fitting into his scheme of play, but he's still giving him a bit of respect and a bit of love, letting him come back and giving him a few subs. But it's not right. I mean, they've got the Martinez is meshing that back four. He's making it a unit, and he can't be bringing him in. It's fucking it up. Even Lindelof, who God bless him for the amount of effort. I mean, if every player with the skill they have had give as much as he did, we'd be unstoppable. Even he performs better when Maguire's not on the pitch. And I don't think there's a man that plays for Manchester United in the last 5 years that you can. I personally see that puts in more effort than Lindelof does.
Lindelof, heart's in the right place.
Absolutely.
I feel like he's going to be a great coach. He's just not athletically gifted, but he's like a poor man's. This is going to sound crazy. Daley Blind. I loved when we had Daley Blind. I just didn't understand how Mourinho did not like him.
Right.
But let's not go there. Let him talk to me about Ten Hag. Are you impressed?
I'm very.
I mean,
we can. As we all know. I mean, I came up watching United 50 years ago. So I've been through a couple of managers. I've seen good managers, bad managers. I've seen the manager, and the speed at which Ten Hag has taken control of Manchester United, trying to turn it around from, let's face it, where we were. Obviously, trying to take it to the place we want it to be. I think it's fantastic. Fergie took 4 years to get any kind of real success.
Mm-hmm.
I know we haven't got any silverware yet. We hasn't been in the game for long enough to get any silverware yet. But I think that he's galvanizing the fans behind him, which is so important at any club besides Manchester United. Because if you're going to go anywhere, for us to win anything, we've got to have the fans behind us. Absolutely. I think he's done really. I'm very, very, very impressed so far.
It's the biggest club in the world, and for him to take that bull by the horns shows a lot of confidence, a lot of belief in what his system is and what he can do. And I mean,
he's got to believe in himself, because he's got to know going in he's going to get no backing from the ownership. So he's got to believe in himself, and so that takes.
He proper dealt with the ownership well. He told them his demands. He didn't listen to what they wanted out. He was like, listen, if you want me, I need control of this reserve squad. I need to have the final say of who we sign. And I think that's the biggest thing that saved our club, because is it any coincidence that everybody that we've signed has fit this team? There's no Instagram players. There's no Paul. We're not going to say his name. There's none of that. Right. There's nothing that like commercial stuff. If he doesn't fit what he wants to do, he's done with it. And
I heard that he brought in a shaman healer with some sage, and he did the whole the dressing room.
Did he really
get rid of the curse?
That shit works.
Get rid of the curse of who.
I feel like I don't see. You know what? That's probably what's cursing Antony. He bought Paul Pogba's house.
Well, there you go, mate. He's drinking some of the same water or something.
Oh, it is the same water. Dude, you got to get you some type of voodoo guy in there and get that shit out of there.
You need an exorcism.
The minute Antony does a dance video, we're going to say, move the hell out of that house. You got to get the hell out. Okay, give me a score.
If he has any blue in his hair next game, that's it.
Oh, yeah, that's when we know. He did come back with a new tattoo on his neck, though.
Well, he just, you can't blame him, can you, really? I mean, he just come back for the World Cup.
Give me a score.
That one wasn't easy to do either, man. That must have hurt. That's not. But,
hey,
score.
As long as it's not blue here.
4-1.
4-1.
I think they might get a cheeky, naughty, just if we're not paying attention goal, or maybe a free kick, but set piece. But I'm 4-1. Yeah, I think that we get a couple of quick ones, and we're going to roll it, I think. Yeah, boys are going to start moving the ball around nicely and having a go. So 4-1.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go 3-0. I think they're gonna struggle. I think we're gonna get 3 goals from 3 different players. I'm feeling Martial. I'm feeling Bruno. And how could I not feel Rashford? I'm gonna tell you about Rashford right now. This is gonna be it's amazing. It's amazing. Because a lot of Reds wrote him off, like, get rid of him. And people know who they are. And I might have said some things at the time. My whole thing was we need to give him time to get out of whatever funk he was. I thought he was still salvageable. I think Rashi has to be a Red forever. I'm just one of those guys. I'm a romantic like that, but the fact that he's smiling and he's firing, especially from the right-hand side, is amazing. And that's a testament to Ten Hag.
He's enjoying his football, man. I mean, how many times have I said it? When you're watching a game of football, when you see a team that's enjoying their football, they're winning. Right.
And on that note, we're going to wrap it up. We're not going to talk your ears together. We'll talk your ears out. We both agree this should be a comfortable win. I think this is just a team that we're going to dominate. Something catastrophic would have to happen for us to not pull this one out. I feel like we're going to dominate this one and then get to rotating guys against Everton and Charlton and get ready for the big games. But I'm Casey. This is my man English. We're from, representing 1878 Casuals. Cannot wait to see the boys play tomorrow. And once again, as you always know, we say it all the time. We're brought to you by Terrace Colt and Moo Moo Mia Ice Cream. I want some in my refrigerator. How can I get that? How can I throw a party and have Moo Moo Mia leftovers in my refrigerator?
I got the hookup, man.
People, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. We need all that stuff. Thank you for the support and have a happy 2023. Don't forget,
guys.
Up the Reds, fuck the Glazers. Get them out of here immediately.